All right, JMC 6000 here. And before me, I have the 2023 Honda Accord Sport Hybrid. And what I wanted to do in this video is, of course, going to go through my battery of review, test, and all that stuff. I'm leaving the driving portion to the end, so please stay tuned for that. Or you can skip to it, doesn't matter. But anyway, let's go ahead and go over this car real quick. So this particular Honda Accord is, again, the Sport, or Hybrid Sport as they call it, in platinum white. This is going to be the most basic color I've ever seen. There's nothing substantial about this color. There's no pearl in it. There's no metallic in it. It's like a white you would see on a box truck or a commercial van. Anyway, it's what they gave me. So platinum white. The interior is a black cloth. In fact, no, I'm gonna shut that. We're gonna get into the interior later. Black cloth interior. It does come, at being a hybrid, it does come with Honda's 2-liter VTEC 4-cylinder with direct injection only, equipped to an eCVT, their twin motor hybrid system. Only front wheel drive. This car, as it stands right now, from what I understand, is not available with all-wheel drive. I may be wrong on that, so please check your information. But as far as a hybrid's concerned, it is not available with all-wheel drive. It does come, I believe these are 18-inch rims. Oh, no, they're 19s. 235/40 R19. Not bad looking rims, 5-spoke design, 19-inch rims. Let's go around the front again real quick, and I'll show you some things I like about the front of this new Accord. The front end kind of reminds me of the new Mustang, but if you look at the design, I feel like it's like pooching its lip out right here. I shared with it my daughter, but it looks like it's doing this. That's what it reminds me of. It just kind of pooches out a little bit. The Honda symbol is the radar sensor for the adaptive cruise. We have these headlights here, which many people say that these kind of look like the new Mustang headlights, but these look nothing like the new Mustang headlights. You have a low beam, and in the center is a high beam, which is different from the new Mustang because all three light up on the Mustang. And then you have this top bar, which is not segment, it's just one solid LED daytime running light. Anyway, no fog lights on this model. All right, let's go around to the back end. The headlights and the turn signal are all LED, which is nice. On the back end, because this is the Sport Hybrid, you get this nice back black spoiler here. And then, of course, the tail lamp design is this running light that goes almost all the way across. This lights up. And then the turn signal and the backup lights are all LED. So what's nice about this thing is it's all LED. All right, this is the back of the Sport Hybrid on the Accord. It actually has a pretty good sized trunk, decent in size and in capacity. You do not get a spare tire, but you do get a fix-a-flat kit. Where a spare tire would be, there's this styrofoam. Anyway, so that's nice. Back of the Accord Hybrid. So let's go ahead and go inside. I'll show you all the nice features inside. We'll go over my highs and lows, and then we'll kind of continue on with the rest of this review. Awesome. All right, we're inside the Honda Accord Sport Touring Hybrid. I'm going to go ahead and go over my likes and dislikes with this Sport Touring Hybrid. But one of the things I wanted to do while we're in the vehicle itself is I kind of wanted to go over the interior. Before I do, let me let you know on the price of this particular vehicle with the cloth seats and all that. It's around $33,000. Actually, it's $33,000 and some change. That's including destination. But what do you get for $33,000? Actually, you get probably one of the most affordable hybrids on the market today. Gas mileage is not too bad. It does decent in gas mileage, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go over my highs and lows that I have real quick for this Sport Touring Hybrid. One of the highs I have has to be the interior. Now, this is the cloth interior, but as my daughter's painting out, you can see the nice cloth seats in the center. I mean, yes, it is a sea of black in here, but there are some nice touches like this center stitching right here on the seat. got some stitching right here on the dash, a little bit padded right here, padded up here. This upper portion is nice and padded, and I like how the vent almost looks like one continuous vent, if you can see that. Pretty cool, and the new Hondas are kind of doing that. Also, one of the cool things about this Sport Touring Hybrid, I want you to come on in, Amber, and let me show them another highlight to this vehicle, and that has to be the instrument cluster. It's an all-digital instrument cluster, and you can go through some different modes, you know, maintenance, seat belts, range and fuel. See my current mileage right now, power flow, door open, some gauge display. Anyway, some cool different things that you have in here. And then this one here shows you what I have playing on the, if I have something playing on the radio or anything else. It actually shows power meter when I'm in EV and everything else. So very cool. Everything is nice. Door panel, nice and soft touch. Nice. The armrests on the door panels are nice and soft. Same thing with the nice center armrest here. It's nice and just gushy, soft. Good room inside here. There's a 12-volt power outlet in here. So sorry about that. I have drive modes here. I have 4 drive modes. I'm going to get into that and into the drive, so stay tuned for that. I also have a dedicated electric mode, but that only works in certain conditions. Frankly, just leave it in auto and you'll just be fine. Anyway, so we have all that, and then we have this nice big touch screen. What's awesome about this touchscreen, I believe it's 12 inches or just shy of that, but it's nice and wide. It jets up out of the dash, but it actually looks pretty decent, and it runs Honda's latest system. I can do smartphone projection, and I just gotta select my phone, Android Auto. It wants to connect, and it's probably not going to connect, but that's okay. That's one of my gripes. So let me get into some of my gripes about this particular vehicle. Oh, it's connecting. Maybe. It's still, oh, it died. There it is. It finally connected. Hey, look at that. I'm impressed. Awesome. All right, so again, some of the highlights, my 3 likes has to be the interior. I'm not a big fan of Sea Black, but this kind of works for me. There's enough in here between the white stitching, the silver accents, the seats that are cloth. It kind of breaks up the monotony of an all black interior. And we have a sunroof, so this kind of brightens it up in here as well. So that's one of my likes. Second like has to be the digital gauge cluster. I do love that. And then I have this nice big digital display that displays Android Auto very nicely. Hey, we can play Little Drum Boy. I'm not going to do it, but anyway, you know, we have these nice, and this touchscreen is pretty responsive. You know, I can do all kinds of stuff. It works pretty well. So anyway, I'm not going to go to there. All right, awesome. And another like I have has to be the powertrain, which I get into my driving portion, but the powertrain is very smooth. You can't even tell when the edge comes on, when it comes off. And it works very well, and it has plenty of power. I love the faux shifting that the twin motor hybrid system brings. Very responsive and a very smooth riding vehicle. The interior noise while I'm driving, it's a little bit high, but that could be the tires. If we go with a different set of tires, it may bring it down just a little bit. But let me go over my lows that I have for this vehicle. Here's the train in the background. Awesome. Number 1 low that I have for this vehicle has to be the integration of this touchscreen. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it works great when it works. As you can see, it doesn't automatically connect to Android Auto. I got to take a few steps, and that's every time I start the car. I got to do that every single time. Come on, Honda. I love the new system and everything else, but man, make it work better with integration of Android Auto. Make it like seamless, like so many other manufacturers are doing. So that's one of my lows that I have with this vehicle. The second low I have with this vehicle has to be the fuel mileage. Now, I understand that this twin motor setup, or the twin electric motor setup that Honda is using, is not the most efficient, and it shows. This vehicle is supposed to be getting 46 in the city and 41 on the highway, and 44 combined. I'd be barely lucky if I get 34 or 35 on the highway. Again, it is cold. It's about 38 degrees outside, and I understand winter blend fuels and everything else, but I was hoping for a little bit better gas mileage than that. If you want something that's a sedan and really want to get good gas mileage, I would say look at a Camry hybrid, a Corolla hybrid. But the features that Honda has packed in here, it's really a compelling offer, and I do enjoy what Honda is doing with this particular vehicle. And then finally, my last kind of dislike has to be the exterior styling. I think the styling is trying to be aggressive, but it's like it doesn't know how to be aggressive. Like the proportions are kind of off. The front end looks fairly decent and aggressive, but I think they could have made a little bit better, a little bit more aggressive in different ways it looks. You know, if you want to know an aggressive sedan right now, it's a Hyundai Elantra. Love the way that thing looks. I may have to review that next. But anyway, aggressive looking sedan. Love the end line of the Elantra. But anyway, so those are my few likes, dislikes of what I have in relative to the Honda Accord Sport Hybrid. This is not the touring model. This is kind of the middle of the road model here. Again, I believe you can go up in price in the touring model if you get the touring hybrid. Oh, in this particular model, I don't have heated seats. I do have a leather wrap steering wheel, which is nice, but no heated seats. That is an option. But I do have dual zone climate control, and it is nicely integrated right here with these manual controls, and these tactile buttons feel amazing. They just have, you hear that click? The sound and feels really nice. This is the glove box, nice and damped, but it's kind of small. Anyway, so these are my likes, dislikes, and what I kind of overall feelings I have about the Honda Accord Sport Hybrid. I think it's a good vehicle. If you can pick one up for just about 30 grand, I don't think it's worth 33, but I would say it's a good compelling vehicle for about 30 grand. And I would say this, because I've driven both the Sport Hybrid and I've driven the regular Accord with the 1.5T, get the hybrid model. It's worth the extra $1,000 or $2,000 over the 1.5T, because the 1.5T with its CVT is lethargic, and there's issues with the 1.5 that I'm not going to get into right now. But anyway, this is, if you're going to get an Accord, this is the one to get, and Honda does make a compelling vehicle. Again, with the new Camry hybrid coming out, I don't think this stands a chance. But hey, you know what? I believe, if you can pick one up for a good deal, this is a good vehicle to buy. All right. If you have any questions, comments, please hit me up. Now, here comes the driving portion. All right. In the driving portion here, I put the driving portion towards the end of the video because I'm kind of changing it up how I want to do my video reviews. So if you guys like this format, please like, comment, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think of this new format that I'm trying to do. But I want to conclude with just driving portions of my future videos. Anyway, behind the wheel of the Honda Accord Sport Hybrid. And one of the couple things I wanted to note about this new generation Accord is it drives fairly smooth. I mean, it's nice and smooth in how it drives, how it feels. I love the individual custom settings for the driving mode. You have Sport, you have Eco, you have Normal, and then you have Individual. What's cool about the individual settings as I'm driving, my goodness, sometimes the lane keeping system can be a little ping-pongy and it's annoying. I just have to shut it off. So sorry for the back and forth, but that's one of the negatives is the lane keeping system in the Accord can be a little back and forth in between the lane, doesn't know what to do. One of the things I do love is that with the individual driving mode is I can customize it. I can make my steering normal. I can make my I can make the way the engine comes on in sport mode. I can do some individual settings. I can make the adaptive cruise control normal instead of Eco. So let me kind of show you what it looks like here in the gauge cluster. The digital gauge cluster. As you can see what fuel mileage I'll be getting on the highway here. This with the engine running, and in sport mode it kind of favors the engine on all the time. So the mileage is not the greatest, but still about 33, 34 highway miles per gallon. If I put it in Eco, which I'm going to do right now, what I'll do is once the battery has a good charge on it, it'll actually jump into EV driving mode, which is pretty cool. And then we'll see our fuel mileage actually go up a little bit. I don't know if it's going to do that now. Oh yeah, just did. Check that out. EV driving mode, and watch the fuel mileage. Well, now the engine kicked back on. But I'm saying once it's in EV driving mode, it'll kind of do that periodically during the highway driving portion. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, and you see my fuel mileage go up as a result. So anyway, just kind of some different things and remarks about the Accord Hybrid. Again, smooth riding vehicle. You cannot tell the transition between when the engine comes on and when it comes off. I love the way the transmission works. It has these faux shifts. It's an ECVT, but it has this faux shifting, and it has a sound when you get on it. Here, I want to demonstrate by canceling my cruise. Oh, I'm in Econ. That's why you can't hear it. All right, let me put it back in individual, and which is I have it in sport. So here we go. Did you guys hear that? Not too bad. Anyway, this is JMZ 6000 in the driving portion of the here in the Accord Hybrid. Please, guys, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you enjoy these videos. Love to do more of these. Again, I got a new vehicle review coming next week. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be yet, but yeah, so it should be awesome. And let me know what else you guys want to see reviews of. Again, I've been enjoying my time here in the Accord Hybrid. Again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I upload every single Wednesday morning. We'll catch you guys on the next one.